Sheffield Eagles' John Keir and the club's leading point scorers Mark Aston and Steve Blakely. But first of all, Richard asked Andy if revenge was in the air after last season's semi-final defeat.
It's not a revenge game, it's the start of a new season for us. We've got a virtually new team. We've prepared well. The training's going excellent. We've got great facilities now. So we've no excuses. It's just the lads, gelling on the day, and hopefully we can put the disappointment of last season behind us and start off, this season with a good victory, I hope.
We'd have liked to have broken ourselves in against an amateur side or a first division side, and preferably at home, but we're drawn away at Salford, and it's a very tough game, but we're well prepared for it.
Steve, you've got to be aware that as the holders, Sheffield Eagles will be really flying in this game, won't they?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for us today. They're the cup holders and they'll be wanting to keep hold of the trophy, so we know we're in for a tough game today.
It's going to be tough, there's no doubt about it. Everybody wants to get to Wembley. That's why, it'll be even tougher. We're going to go out there. We know what it's like to get to Wembley, and we want to go there again.
Salford supporters will be looking for better results than last year. They had a miserable season, finishing 11th out of 12th in the Super League, and of course going out of the Cup at that semi-final stage. And I think those results last season certainly reflect what has happened over the winter. Salford coach Andy Gregory certainly got the chequebook out and managed to sign one or two players. Quite a few from Australia, 5 in fact, and a lot of new faces to put before those youngsters. Quite a good crowd assembling here despite the gloomy weather here in the northwest. And those tiny cramped dressing rooms underneath always give a good atmosphere. Sheffield Eagles in the new strip, would you believe it? They've trained so hard this year they had to buy a new strip. The old one was too big for them. Darren Shaw, the skipper there, Rod Doyle, Jeff Hardy, a new signing, and the man who did so much at Wembley last year, Dale Lawton, Bright Sodji, Salvatore, Jeff Hardy, and friendly boos from the Salford Reds fans. And I don't think I've ever seen this Salford pitch looking better. I think one of Andy Gregory's best transfers was the groundsman Derek Jones from Central Park at Wigan. He's done a wonderful job here on the Willows. Many happy days for you here, Jonathan.
Yes, enjoy coming here. It's they always play open, attractive rugby, Salford, and as you said, the pitch is in superb condition. It'll be an interesting first game. The semi-final was a very open match, and I think hopefully it'll be the same today. It's going to be very interesting, with the two finalists last year playing away with Sheffield here now and Wigan tomorrow. So I fancy both finalists might go out.
Well. Long-serving Salford chairman John Wilkinson just having a chat to his lads before they take the field. David Hume, the skipper. Salford in usual colours of all red, the Red Devils as they were once known, now known as the Salford Reds. Garen Casey there, new signing from Wakefield Trinity last season. And Paul Carriage, the big ex-Parramatta wing. As I said, Salford coach Andy Gregory introducing a host of new players to the Willows for the fans this afternoon. Only Gary Broadbent and the two halves, Steve Blakely and Martin Crompton, and skipper David Hume remaining from the team defeated in last season's semi-final. New faces too in the Sheffield Eagles lineup, with only Keith Senior remaining from the Wembley three-quarter line. 16-stone wing Carl Lovell will give Sheffield thrust down the right flanks, and I'm sure experienced half-backs Martin Pearson and Mark Aston will be doing some tactical kicking. David Hume, the Salford captain, his 19th season in the game, 35 years of age, yet one of the fittest players in rugby league. A captain who leads from the front. And another one there, tough, rugged forward, Darren Shaw played in every one of the Sheffield Eagles matches last season. We'll see him in the thick of the things in the middle. Makes his debut today as captain. The referee, John Connolly from Wigan, twice a referee of the year in 93-94. And he's asking little Joseph Worrell, who celebrated his 4th birthday yesterday, to flick the coin. And he'll probably get something for a birthday present. So, Mr. Connolly, set to get us underway. Very experienced official, 39 years of age. And it's a long while since Challenge Cup was won by Salford, isn't it? Gus Risman was the skipper. That's how long ago it was. And of course, Sheffield Eagles, the holders. Keith Senior, one of the men who did so much to put Sheffield Eagles on the Wembley Trail. Just signed a new contract to keep him at the Don Valley. And went underway. Excellent conditions underfoot, Jonathan.
Yeah, fantastic. As you said, the field's in fantastic condition. There's no wind. It's a perfect day for rugby.
Salford content to bring them all away. It will be a case of these players really finding themselves here. So many new players have been signed over this winter. Salford using the pack. Neil Baines charging in, former Wigan Warriors youngster, just 21 years of age. And a big man there, Hudson Smith, an Aussie from Balmain. Martin Crompton. Sensible kick.
Yeah, great start there. The 2 new props, you know, they made easy yardage, and a good kick by Crompton. I did feel that there was an overlap there, and Crompton should have maybe, you know, flipped the pass out. But as you said, only a minute into the new season, it'll take time for it to open up. See the overlap? There was 3-2 there. You know, you could have used it early on.
I think really it's just looking for pressure at this stage in the game, Jonathan, isn't it?
Yeah, but if opportunities arise, first or last minute, Ray, I think, you know, it's a cup though. You don't get any second chances.
Not much between the two pack weights there. Certainly a big difference in the back. 16 stone average in this Sheffield Eagles three-quarter line. Dale Lawton, the man who did all the damage in that semi-final at Headingley last year. Rod Doyle, good tackle. Good tackle, such force in there from the youngster Malcolm Alker, causing Doyle to lose the ball.
Yeah, I think you're looking for the inside runner. He has a great tackle by Crompton. No, it's not Crompton, it's Alker, and just you know, they've put themselves under pressure.
Crompton to Blakely. Good tackle there again from new signing for the Eagles, Martin Pearson. Baines again, isn't he enjoying himself, this lad already? He looked very promising when he was at Central Park, but the ball's been lost. Well, it may be the first genuine match of the season, but this tackling is certainly ferocious already. Strong burst there, Darren Turner. Offside. I think it's worth pointing out, Jonathan, that one of the new rules this season, and I think Turner's pointing it out too, that players cannot move up from the 10-metre mark until the ball clears the ruck.
Yeah, it just gives space, you know, for the team in attack to to open the ball out a bit, just open the game out. There've been a few ferocious hits already, Ray.
Certainly have.
A few borderline.
I'm glad I'm up here. Sheffield then with their first attack. Pearson. Oh, good burst. Aston. Lawton. Wouldn't surprise me if they played this blind side to this Lavelle. Good run there by Johnny Lawless. Just 4 metres from that line. Hardy. That's a good pass. Doyle. Good tackle. Excellent covering across field there. Bobby Thompson well in. Mark Aston to the big man. Lovell's underneath it. Oh, it's Salford ball. And a bigger man. Paul Carriage. Again, a new signing. Broadbent.
Yeah, an interesting kick there. You know, he's trying to use the height of Lovell and Keith Senior. This Carriage is a big lad as well, so it'll be very interesting.
Many teams have been away this season for pre-season training. Teams like Wigan, Leeds, Huddersfield, been to Lanzarote and Malaga, but Sheffield and here and Salford both stayed at home.
I was in Widnes, we used to go to Trada Bay up in North Wales, so things had moved on.
When I played, I did pre-season in the field at the back of our yard. It's a different game. Crompton. Hudson Smith. Steve Blakely looking for a gap around that ruck area. Crompton. Darren Brown to Broadbent on the 5th tackle. That's a good one from Crompton. Savatambu is underneath it. Well taken. Very, very well taken. Never took his eye off the ball, did the big Fijian. And a sensible run there from Dio Powell, because Sheffield were in trouble.
That was a great take, but if you know what, Mark Aston there just shielded the full-back. Good play.
Keith Senior looking to get that ball away. He does. Savatambu down that left-hand side. Oh, good burst here from the Fijian. Now then, can he go all the way? Humes trailing him. Puts the ball inside to Senior. Oh, and there surely is the first try of the game. Keith Senior in for the try. His 50th try for Sheffield Eagles. And it was the big Fijian Savatambu who paved the way for him.
Yeah, just makes something out of nothing here, slips away, comes out to the tackle, and he's away. It's a foot rest. But watch Keith Senior on the inside. He knows he's there, just wait. It's a perfectly timed pass, and good inside support there. Again, there seems to be nothing on. Keith Senior goes in, hits and spins and gets out, gets the pass away. And now there's nothing on. Goes around Cromwell, gets out to the tackle, and he's away. You just watch the inside support here. He knows he's there. David Hume tries to get there. Maybe lack of communication there with Broadman and Hume, but a good try.
And I think that 16-stone average weight showed Jonathan, didn't it? They just could not quite put the big men down.
That's right, you know, got the ball out to the tackle.
Mark Aston, prolific scorer for Sheffield Eagles. Not the easiest of kicks, and not successful. So, Sheffield Eagles content with an opening scoreline of 4-0.
Again, yeah, you know, there's lack of communication. You see David Hume, he's got him covered, and Broadbent should have took the inside runner. There's no communication, and it's a try for Senior. So you see from this angle, there he is. David Hume's taking him, he's got him, but Broadbent goes for the same man.
I think to a certain extent the young hooker was in a little bit two minds who to take.
There's enough players back there, you know, they should have, you know, stopped the try.
And Richard Duckingfield, as usual, down there in the dugout. Any information, Richard?
Well, you won't be surprised to hear, Ray, that some of the Salford supporters who were pretty close to that try felt that there was an obstruction in it. Maybe that's the way supporters think on these occasions, but it's certainly a very, very hard game, some fierce tackling. And to say that Salford have got so many new players in the side, apart from the try there, I mean, they're looking cohesive as a unit, and I don't suppose Andy Gregory at this stage is feeling too downhearted about it.
Yes, as you say, Richard, 7 new signings in this lineup, a completely new three-quarter line, and perhaps just lacked that understanding out wide. Andy not too happy at the moment. Keith Senior. Certainly these big forwards taking some pulling down. Darren Shaw, the skipper there. Mark Aston. Oh, good ball. Dale Powell's going for the corner. That's a knock-on, offside, possibly. It is.
Variety of play again, you know, you had inside runners coming. But Dale Powell again, man outside, another opportunity. I think Andy Gray will be a bit more worried than Richard thinks.
Well, John Keir was saying in midweek that he signed players like Dale Powell here and Jeff Hardy to, you know, move the ball about, Jonathan.
Yeah, and they're experienced, you know, rugby league players. Jeff Hardy's had a stint in Australia, but now he's back.
Compton. That was another good tackle. Ferocious effort there from Neil Baines.
I think he knew he was coming, and it's a bit of a mismatch. It's Baines, the prop, on the centre. His forearm is up there, so he had a bit of a clout to the face.
Well, there was nothing malicious in that. It was a straightforward tackle. His head caught the shoulder, and it's 16.5 stone prop there. That's blood bin.
And the pass was a bit telegraphed there, and Dyer Powell won't be very happy with it.
Yeah. Powell just having a little attention too. It's certainly been a fierce contest so far. Just almost 11 minutes gone. Sheffield 4, the 1 senior try. Salford 0. Carriage. Broadbent. And the Salford fans at last getting behind the red jerseys there. And shouting for offside too against Sheffield. David Hume. Baines again. It's taking 3 men to put this lad down, isn't it?
He's certainly taking the ball up strong today.
Paul Southern. And at last, offside, say the Salford fans. And a quick tap by Blakely. That's good play. Oh, he can't get the ball out. Keith Senior read that situation well. He came in off the wing. He clamped the midfield. Baines again.
Baines has taken a drive, but he hasn't got a supporting runner with him.
Oh, a little ambitious there from Darren Brown. Again, I think there perhaps that lack of understanding between new players, Jonathan.
Yeah, you know, it's just they should steady it down and look for the easy option. Darren Brown is a very, very talented player. I played with him out in Australia with the Canterbury Bulldogs. You know, if he gets into the game, you know, he could have a big influence on it. He's a tremendous ball player, very talented. You know, he's a good kicker, and you know, they should give him the ball as often as they can.
Persistently offside and interfering. Mr. Connolly telling Salford skipper David Hume, and he says the next one he'll be off the field. And it looks to be another blood bin. Yes, it's Dale Powell going off. What news of those blood bins down there, Richard?
Yeah, Dale Powell just off. David Watson's taken his place. In fact, they were thinking about 5 minutes ago of bringing David Watson on, which may be a bit of a surprise, thinking that maybe the forwards need spelling. But it's Dale Powell off with the blood bin, David Watson on.
Aston with Doyle. Darren Turner. Good strong bullocking run again by Turner. pushing Salford back nearer to that line. A lot of interference at the play of the ball. I think Mr. Connell is going to be using the whistle shortly.
Dave Hume again being a nuisance as usual.
Aston, that's a good pass to Crompton. That's a better one to Salvatore. Nicely inside. Hardy, Watson, Aston, good play. They've got an overlap here. The kick from Darren Turner. Sodji and Senior are going for it. No try, a dropout.
Very close way again. Again, a variety of passes, a good kick through there. Thompson just gets his foot to it. Does really, really well to get there and a cover. It's difficult to say from that shot. There we go, it's a tremendous kick by Turner. Thompson just gets his foot to it. Now it's a twist. Senior nearly gets there. And Sodji, yeah, but Thompson gets his hand on it.
Aston, Darren Shaw, 8 caps for Scotland and already looking forward to the World Cup next year. Watson. Martin Crompton using this blind side a lot. Aston to Doyle. He's got Senior again there. Oh, that was well spotted, but again they can't put the big man down. He did so well for Great Britain against New Zealand in last year. Aston. Dave Watson. Lawton. It's all the pressure on this Salford. Oh, he's lost it.
I think a hand comes in here. Baines just gets a hand in the tackle. Knock on given. But Thompson, the Australian centre, Salford, is really struggling with Keith Senior. It's a bit, he's a very, very powerful centre. So, and he's got Bright Sodji outside him as well. Can't give him an inch, because if he gets Sodji away, he could score from anywhere.
He had another blood bin and another one. Darren Shaw following Paul Southern off the field. It's certainly a busy time for the medics on the touchline.
But certainly Aston at the moment is running the show. He's giving long passes, short passes. He's having support runners on the inside and the outside. And he's really on top of his game.
He's certainly a very confident player, is Mark Aston. Just look at that already. 14 passes given. That is the extent of the work in midfield. Any player, of course, who leaves for the sin bin during the 80 minutes can come back at any time once the wound has been stitched or the blood has been cleared. Oh, this is much better here now from Darren Casey. At last, Salford beginning to open out. This is better from the Reds now. Crompton. Crompton again. That's a testing kick. Well, very calmly taken by that experienced Kiwi there, Dave Watson.
Yeah, a poor kick there, wasn't enough height on it, no pressure coming from the Salford players. It's an easy take for Dave Watson.
Youngster, 18 years old, Chris Molyneux coming on there for his debut for Sheffield. Crompton. Proving a handful is this new signing from Halifax. Certainly both teams giving the ball plenty of air, moving it out wide. Wallace. Martin Crompton also in the thick of things. 7 passes.
You see the difference there, 14 passes by Mark Aston to 7, and they've been in the same position, so you can see who's on top.
Salford persisting with this forward, but that's a nice slick pass from Baines. Good football there, coming out wide to Carriage. He's got a chance on the outside. The first to come in. Crompton. Richard down there on the bench.
Just a quick update on the injuries. Darren Shaw, Sheffield Eagles, is back on. He's got a gash on his left cheekbone, which they've repaired. Paul Southern of Salford, he's got a nose injury. It's bleeding. They only need a couple of stitches in that one.
Darren Casey causing problems out wide here down the left, but on the last tackle. Blakely. He's got some support. He's got carries with him. Oh, it's still going. No. Back to one, says referee John Connolly. He's playing the first knock on.
Again, the kick comes through. He's unfortunate. I think he snaps, so it just falls. Unfortunate.
Yep. No doubt about it. Steve Blakely knocked on there as he went down. So Sheffield head and ball, but a let off there for the Eagles. But still 4 points to 0. Watson. Carl Lovell there, number 3, moved into the second row, has experience in the forwards. Oh, and there's some trouble here. Keith Senior not very happy with the tackling.
Yeah.
Looked a high tackle from David Hume.
3-man tackle. David Hume just came in. Keith Senior's not happy. Just comes in the right hand over the top. There you go. Wasn't a punch. I think it looked worse than what it was.
And Dale Lawton certainly requiring the smelling salts there. Mr. Connolly just telling the skipper he wants the arms keeping down. Any arm above the shoulders, whether intentional or not, is a foul tackle.
But David Hume's work rate is incredible. Now as you said, he's 35. You know, he's played in this kind of all the way through his career. Tremendous stamina and fitness.
And the Eagles coach, John Keir, watching this from his lonely seat in the empty grandstand. John Keir was warned before this game that if he sat there, the pigeons might do something to him. He said he'd rather have that than have the Salford fans screaming abuse at him, happy in his lonely isolation.
Maybe that's what he needs to get his hair back, I think.
Well picked up though by Blakely. Carriage sensibly holding on at the acting half-back there while Salford regroup. They have done. By Marlowe.
Yeah, they need to steady it down. Now they've been under pressure, and that'll help that penalty.
And that was definitely holding down there by Dale Lord. It wouldn't surprise me if that's a sin bin offence.
Yeah, it just hangs on, just holds him down, and he's off for it. No, he had to do it. It's been creeping in. The play of the ball's been very, very scrappy, and somebody had to go.
Well, no. Has he sent him to the sin bin or not? Because, in fact, he sent him to the blood bin, I think, John. He put the blood bin card up, and immediately Chris Mullinew's come back on the field. But I think he's very lucky there if he is in the blood bin.
I think he's got to send somebody off, for 10 minutes, because it is disrupting the game.
Perhaps, Richard, you could clarify that situation with the big Sheffield Eagles prop. Is he in the blood bin or the sin bin?
Everybody here thinks that he's in the blood bin, that he was shown a green card because he took a very serious injury to his mouth about 5 minutes earlier in the game, and although he was involved there, it looks like a blood binning.
Well, he's been very lucky, I think. But back to the action. Martin Crompton to Broadbent. This former Barrow Island amateur likes to link up. And there he is. Well, doesn't look much wrong with him there. Hudson Smith. Back again to Faimalo. Just one pass too many attempted.
Again, Andy Gregory won't be happy. They're getting into a good sort of field position, and they're losing the ball.
Good sliding defence there by Salford's Hume. Right, Sodji from Martin Pearson. And there is a lot of lying on at the tackle here. And there is a sin bin offence.
Well, I'm not sure if he milked that a little bit there, Bright Sodji. Watch him as he gets up. You see there's a hand in there? Yes, there was a hand there. I think Malcolm Alker had his hand. I think he sent the wrong one off.
And it's David Hume who's been sent to the sin bin for lying on at the play of the ball. These players attempt to keep the player down for 3 or 4 seconds on the floor because that enables the defence to get back and organise itself. It's a problem referees have got to contend with, Jonathan, though.
Yeah, you know, it's difficult to see. There's 3 people in the tackle, but I'm certain he sent the wrong player to the sin bin there. It was Malcolm Alker.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. Blakely.
And Salford coach Andy Gregory has made his verdict. He's saying that Salford are making too many unforced errors, that they are forcing the pass, and of course they're being forced to play this game too much in their own half.
And he has tried to mould this side together. He had a couple of pre-season matches with Barrow and Lancashire Lynx, but of course there's nothing like the real action. Bobby Thompson, another new signing from the Penrith Panthers. Crompton and Blakely, the two of them trying to get Brown going. Good pass to Carriage. Oh, he's turned inside again. Possibly had a chance at the corner on the outside there, Jonathan.
Yeah, a lot of cover coming across and he wanted to stay in field.
Crompton. Well, it was a nice kick, but it's an offside. Clever kick from Martin Crompton.
Yeah, clever kick. Not many runners there though. No calling in the defence as well, so it gives Salford a chance.
And he's having a shot at goal. Not too difficult a shot for Steve Blakely. Scored almost a third of the club's points in the past 2 years. A bargain buy 7 years ago at £28,000 from Wigan and paid every penny back.
Yeah, it's a nice easy kick, I suppose, to start the campaign with.
I think after the pressure Salford have been putting on, Jonathan, they do need to come away with some points.
Yeah, as Richard Duckerville said, you know, it's just Andy isn't happy because they're getting into field position and throwing silly passes out. You know, just go to ground and like try and get the ball in Blakely or Darren Brown or Crompton's hands.
Steve Blakely then looking to reduce the score, and he does. 2 points then from that trusty right boot. The first points of the season for Steve Blakely and Salford, and at last a smile on those youngsters' faces. 4 points to 2 for Sheffield. We said this was a difficult tie to call, and it is.
Yeah, struck it nice and just sneaked it inside the post.
Well, he doesn't seem any happier, does he?
No, he never looks happy. He's like out. He's playing as well,
he looks
man.
more annoyed.
Steve O'Neill led in front of him.
At least Blakely is. Joe Famalo, and again offside. Mr. Connolly keeping a good 10 metres between the two sides. He wants an open game, and we're getting one.
I think John Kira won't be happy now with these penalties that Sheffield are giving away.
Yeah. That's a good kick. Well, Bright Sodji looks eager, and so does Neil Baines. Good slip pass again. Young Malcolm Alker there, just 20 years of age, forced his way into the Salford side. There he is again. Okay, number 9. Crompton. Good short pass there. Oh, and a better pass. But Crompton, I don't think, was expecting it. Hudson Smith, number 11 there, came onto that ball just at the right angle. Blakely. Garen Casey. Oh, carriage again. Casey. Smith. Faimalo, can he get the ball away? Oh, he does, but it's picked up by Sheffield Eagles. That was good play again there by Salford. They may be losing the odd pass, but congratulations to them for the adventure.
Yeah, Joe Faimalo certainly made an impact after coming on. He was carrying the ball up very, very strongly, and he slipped the ball out with the tackle. Just unfortunate that he couldn't take it.
Sheffield just regrouping, using the forwards, driving it away from the acting half-back and first position. When you're in trouble, settle it down, play the midfield. That's what Darren Shaw's telling his pack. Here's the youngster, Chris Molyneux, just 18 years of age, former Stanley Rangers. Good kick.
Yeah, nice easy kick there. Just Scott Martin leaves it go into touch.
I think the players were thinking that that was the 40-20 kick, the new rule that's been brought in, Jonathan, but John Connolly just explaining to them that it wasn't.
Yeah, I think you've got to win your own 40, not the opposition's 40.
That's right, that's right. The new rule whereby a player within 40 metres of his own line, if he kicks it into the opposing 20-metre area, into touch, the team have head and ball. Carriage. Faimalo. Making good ground there, Faimalo.
Yeah, his left hand free again with no supporting runner.
Not much between the two sides there. 53% possession for Sheffield.
Yeah, Salford have clawed their way back into it a little bit.
Darren Brown in the chase and Paul Carriage, but it'll roll dead. Only just.
Yeah, good idea. You know, they were numbered up and defensively. It's a good kick. It's just that the kick is a little bit too strong.
Rod Doyle. Sheffield 2 settling on 1 or 2 drives from the pack. Molyneux.
Very few points on the board, but I think Andy Gregory, the Salford coach, is getting more and more frustrated. He thinks they're picking the wrong options. He thinks maybe they're not sticking to the game plan. Salford is certainly very inventive. They're entertaining to watch, but Sheffield Eagles have the method in this game.
Scott Martin, good, strong, forceful run. His first real touch of the ball for the former Lee Wing. Broadbent gaining in confidence now. Blakely. Oh, beautiful sidestep from Blakely. Good support play too there from Darren Brown. Faimalo again. What a good game Joe Faimalo's having since he came off that substitutes bench. Plenty of running there. Crompton. Hudson Smith. Oh, hard luck. Again, it's adventurous play, Jonathan, but just the final pass going astray.
Yeah, again, the overlap is created, and you know, Scott Martin should have taken that. A tremendous break, you know, earlier in the movement by Steve Blakely, but the support just couldn't get to him.
Lawless to Crompton. He's got Dale Powell. Ooh, that looked a little high there from Paul Carriage. Play on, says Mr. Connolly. No knock on, the ball went behind him. Crompton, and it's back to 1. Good support play from Keith Senior to Doyle. Back again to Sovatenboer. Again, one pass too many, but it's exciting play. Casey. It's end-to-end rugby, this. David Hume waiting to come back on, and Salford have done well to contain Sheffield with only 12 men. And Hume, skipper, back on the pitch. Baines.
Significant thing about David Hume is that the Salford bench feel that they really need him on the pitch. They've been making some fairly silly basic errors. They think that Hume might be the man just to calm it down and just to cut out some of the sillier moves.
And here we see Simon Baldwin, number 21, interfering with Baines on the floor, and he's been dispatched to the sin bin. So it's Sheffield now down to 12 men, and Salford back to 13. Well, rugby's all about discipline, Jonathan.
That's right, you know, and with 5 minutes before half-time now, well, they'll try and make the most of the one-player advantage. David Hume has just come back on. You know, and now what they're doing is, you know, they're just holding on to the ball. They are slipping the odd pass out, but not as reckless as they were in the first 20, Salford. So they need to get the ball, like I said, to Crompton, Brown or Blakely. That is the triangle.
Hume. Mr. Connolly at least consistent around this ruck area. Hudson Smith, powerful on the charge. They had to have special boots made for this lad. Would you believe it? Size 14 boots. He covers the ground. Crompton, there's an overlap here. Out to Broadbent. Gets the ball away. Martin. Frantic defence here from the Eagles, but covering across. Aston was there. Sodgy was there. Crompton again. Baines going for the post. He gets it back. Just held up. Inches short.
The numbers on the left.
Oh, he panicked surely on the 5th tackle. Hudson Smith. Casey. They're still keeping it going. Olka. It'll be too strong. Well, the intention was there for Paul Carriage to run onto that ball, but it was too strong and too forceful, the kick.
Again, great player, Darren Brown. He's got such tremendous hands. Great angle by Baines. Comes through. The support just a little bit too late. Tremendous defence by Sheffield.
Sheffield leading 4-2, but under pressure here. Down to 12 men. Tough baptism for this 18-year-old giant, Molyneux. Looks to have taken a knock too. Gary Broadbent coming up a lot on attack, Jonathan.
Yeah, he's helping the forwards out, but I would like to see him come a little bit wide and come off, you know, the ball players.
Carriage relishing the action, this lad from Parramatta. Crompton, Blakely, the two of them always together in the middle, and Blakely causing problems with that sidestep off his left foot on the 5th tackle. Olka, Crompton, oh, that's a good pass. The kick's there. Now then, has he got the try? Yes, says David Hume. But Mr. Connolly is having a word. Mr. Connolly feels that he knocked on before he kicked it. Touch judge Jim Molyneux having a word as well.
Good kick through there, but I thought he dropped it, and it's a great chase. Just gets his leg over. It's a good decision, very good decision.
Well, if the Sheffield Eagles player has only got his leg over that ball, that is not touched down, and I think that the Salford player gets his body down on it, and that is a try.
I disagree there, Ray. I think he got his foot, and the Salford player didn't get his hand or anything on it.
Well, I beg to differ, Jonathan.
Well, it'll be the first of many anyway this season, but it doesn't matter.
I'm sure we'll have a few arguments as we go on. Shaw. Jeff Hardy. Sheffield Eagles will be looking to get this Jeff Hardy, former St George player, running out wide. So Battenboer.
Yeah, they've been under pressure now, Sheffield. A nice steady 6, you know, just a minute before half-time. They just need to settle the game down. They've been under immense pressure.
Paddy Broadbent. And that's a good chase there by the Sheffield Eagles, especially Jeff Hardy there. Moved up very, very well. Cut down Broadbent's options. Carriage doing the work of a forward, and might he well do at 15 stone and 6'3". Just that early try from Keith Senior, keeping Sheffield in the lead. Darren Brown. Good pass out wide there to Robbie Thompson. Blakely. Lovell's got to go back for it. So Battenboer's there. Oh, a little bit of a misunderstanding there between Lovell and Battenboer. Sheffield Eagles surely will just hold on to this ball from the acting half-back position. Well, no need even to hold on to it. There's the half-time hooter. Good 40 minutes, a lot of new players on show, perhaps one or two more mistakes than we would normally expect. But Sheffield in the lead by 4 points to 2. But the two teams certainly put a lot of effort in there. David Hume, he's had a 10-minute breather. And it's interesting there, Jonathan, the minutes in possession. There's nothing between the two sides, is there?
No, it's and it's reflected in the score. You know, 4-2. Salford, you know, was slow starting off, but they came into it and should have gone in the lead at half-time. But I think John Gear will be happy that they've gone in only 2 points behind, because they're under immense pressure for the last quarter of an hour. And you just have to get his forwards going again, running at, you know, the Salford defence, and trying to give Mark Aston the ball now, so like as he did. He was very effective in the first 20.
Just the one try then from Keith Senior. 4-2 for Sheffield.
Tight, tense stuff at the Willows, and we'll be back with full live coverage. Salford Reds 2, Sheffield Eagles, the cup holders 4, as we go into a second half, which is being watched by Jonathan Davis and Ray French.
Evenly poised, as you say, Steve, and I'm sure John Keir there has had a few words to say to that Sheffield Eagles side, because they certainly let things go astray. And this particular try, I'm sure there's going to be controversy about this, because just look there, just look at that Salford player, and if you drop on the ball and cover it with a part of the body above the waist and below the neck, then it is classed as a try, and it might just be.
No, well, he's got no control of the ball, Ray, and you know, would you give that, Ray?
You don't need control. You don't need control of the ball,
Would
Jonathan.
you give it? Would you give it?
Me, I would have given a try.
Oh, you know you wouldn't have.
Well, forwards and backs never agreed anyway, did they? 40 minutes remaining. 2 points the difference. We've seen many of the amateur teams from London, Glasgow, Dublin, Cardiff compete in this Challenge Cup since December, but that last 40 minutes illustrates the real power of these professional teams. And power there in Dale Lawton. But lack of ball control. Sheffield, of course, short in this second half of 12 men for the next 5 minutes.
And that's not what they want. You know, they should have a big 6, a safe kick by Aston, just to play the timeout.
Salford do need to take advantage of Simon Baldwin's absence from the field. Faimalo. Blakely. Darren Brown. Baines again on the charge, knows only one way, direct, simple route, but he gains ground. Hulker, Blakely, Brown. Oh, he's got Salford players killed. Smith just can't get through. That was a good tackle.
Oh, it's a good tackle there with Doyle. Had to make it.
And that's a penalty. A lot of interference at the play of the ball, Jonathan.
Well, I know if Hudson Smith had control of that, he got up and he just lost it, I felt. It's a great tackle by Doyle. He had to make this. He was through, not for a try. Fantastic tackle.
I think if he hadn't taken size 14 boots, he wouldn't have got him either.
But both my feet in one of his shoes, right?
Good mound of sand here for Steve Blakely. Some David Hume just contemplating the score there on the new electronic scoreboard, and he'll be looking for another 2 points to be added courtesy of this kick. Selected for England last season, but he'll need better kicking than that. No goal.
And Dyer Powell did exceptionally well there to get out of the in-goal area.
Dale Lawton leading the charge out of that in-goal area. Former Dodworth amateur player in Barnsley. Considering that there are a lot of new players in both of these teams, Jonathan, the tackling is very, very good, especially on the big men like that.
Yeah, they've done exceptionally well. You know, they've organised the defence very, very well.
Broadbent. And that's a good chase there by Sheffield Eagles. They had 5 men up there in that 30-metre area. David Hume. Baines. Blakely. Gavin Casey just looking to try to get round the outside there. Simon Baldwin preparing to come back.
Yeah, the kicking game with Salford has been very poor, you know, like the up and enders and the kick to touch. There's been no pressure, you know, on the ball catcher at all.
Both sides preferring the kick along the floor, Jonathan, rather than the high ball, the bomb.
Yeah, and I don't see why, you know, because at least with the bomb you've got an opportunity of getting the ball back.
Roll off.
Sheffield easing themselves away out of this this half. So, oh, good drop. Good drop there by Scott Martin. Bright Sodji was lurking dangerously on the outside there. Martin Crompton at the hub of things. 26 passes there in midfield, setting the forwards going with the short passes, putting the long ones out to the centres. Hume. Bobby Thompson. Good run from Thompson. Oh, he's almost through. This is better now from Salford. The ball going out wide. Good kick. Well recovered. Well recovered there by Carl Lovell. Another good strong run from the acting half-back position.
Fresh out of the sin bin, and Sheffield Eagles' Simon Baldwin took a very heavy bang in the chest. He was having a few minutes treatment while play was going on for an injury to his chest bone, although Baldwin now back in the action seems okay.
On the 5th tackle. Good long kick, but we haven't seen a ball go from the 40-metre area into touch in the 20-metre area yet. Martin. Crompton. By Marlowe. Blakely looking for support on the inside. John Keir was very, very pleased with the Sheffield Eagles defence in the practice games against Wakefield and Hull. It's certainly doing well here. One or two Salford players passing for passing's sake, Jonathan?
Yeah, I don't think, you know, Martin was very happy with that pass. I think just gone to flow maybe.
Aston. Hardy trying to get away. Does do. Lovell. He's a powerful lad. 16 stone, this number 3. Played in the second row and the front row. Rod Doyle. Good play to Savatabur. Doyle again. Sodji. But fierce tackling on both sides. Salford coming up very, very quickly. Lawless made a lot of ground down that blind side. On the 5th tackle. Aston coming into first receiver. Surely he'll kick. He does. The high one. Lovell's coming in. Broadbent's there. Carriage is there. Well taken by the big man. But he's got to get out of that in-goal area. And he does. Terrific run by Carriage. He gets the ball there to Broadbent. Broadbent trailing on the length of the field. But just look at the speed there of that prop forward, Dale Lawton. He actually caught the fullback. Salford. Crompton. Good burst by Crompton. He's got him inside. He can't get away. Terrific tackle by Keith Senior. Salford piling everything in here now. Oh, Baines ran a little bit over. Back to Thompson. Tremendous covering back there by the Eagles. Crompton. Beautiful pass out to Casey. He's got Carriage inside him. Carriage with some space. Gets it back to round again to Crompton. Crompton inside to Blakely. Oh, it's a forward pass. Wonderful play there by Salford. But all to no avail. And Blakely knows, I think, they should have had a try there, Jonathan.
Yeah, great pass we're playing. This is just the ending there. And the referee's in fantastic position there. It's a forward pass. But that started all from behind their own goal line with Paul Claridge taking the up and under.
And referee John Connolly in the perfect position.
Exactly. That's the guy who started it all. He caught the up and under from his own line. Look where they've ended up. They should have scored.
All the scrums with the head. Five caps for Fiji at Rugby League, this lad, so that's a work. Lawton. Darren Shaw. Hard, durable skipper. Johnny Lawless. Baldwin just getting mixed up with Rod Doyle here. Desperate, frantic tackling here by both sides as they begin to pile on the action. Again, Jonathan, a feature the covering there of Sheffield.
Yeah, again, a good kick there and a fantastic chase. That's a terrible mistake there by Gavin Casey. He just missed the pass completely.
Well, Sheffield didn't capitalise on that mistake. They should have done, but the ball's going from side to side.
A comedy of errors there, Ray. You know, it's a bad. Gavin Casey knew what he was doing, and then he just. I think he's so glad to see the ball back in his arms.
A comedy of errors, Jonathan, but it makes for exciting rugby, doesn't it? 18 handling errors, and I think we can put that down to players not having played with each other before.
Yeah, and it's a bit of rustiness, you know, match fitness. When you get tired, you make mistakes.
Baines charging in and charging through and getting a superb pass back to Walker. Blakely to Brown. Carriage. Blakely's backing up, but Savatabua's picked the ball up. Right, Soji, he did well to go back there and help Savatabua out. Oh, why did Darren Brown come driving in there? Surely a penalty. It is.
Yeah, again, Crompton makes a good tackle, takes Soji to the floor, comes in late, penalty.
It's all about, Jonathan, trying to keep the player down while your defence regroups, isn't it?
That's all they do, you know, they try and slow the play the ball down. If you can give them an extra second or so, just gets you back, gives you time to get your defensive line in order.
Darren Shaw. Aston. Pearson. Lawton. Carl Lovell coming in off the wing, doing a forwards job and gaining good ground. Lawless. Watson. Good pass inside to Baldwin. Baldwin going for the line. Back to Watson. Doyle rather. On the fifth tackle. 8 metres away. Oh, that's a penalty. You cannot dive round now for the play the ball.
Well, I don't know, he's played that. I thought he was very slow there, Dave Watson, and I think, you know, they shouldn't have given the penalty. You watch, he's played it, the ball is there, he's walked away. I think that's play on, Broadbent.
No, he can't go round for the ball now, John. It's interference.
Yeah, but he played the ball, right? So, you know, you can't, how long can you leave it there? Because Dave Watson just he's on another planet.
Only as long as Mr. Connolly blows up.
Yeah.
Mark Aston then with 2 points that could prove crucial. I don't think we're going to see many tries. Just 15 metres out. Oh, it's just inside the upright. 2 more points then. (6-2) for Sheffield. But still Salford very, very much in this game and trying to go. That's all the difference.
Again, he's played it, right? You know, that's it. You know, how long does Dave Watson want? And a lovely kick, you know, just curled it in right at the end.
Mr. Connolly just having words with the Salford team and Sheffield, telling them that he's going to be very, very strict around this play of the ball. Lawton. Strong tackle there by Hudson Smith, number 11. Just look at the number of tackles there already, Jonathan. We've what, half an hour to go?
I got every tired, right?
Aston.
Again, Aston's coming into the game now, you know, he's having more of the ball, he's starting to control the game again.
I think as long as Mark Aston is kicking that ball forward and Eagles are moving forward, he's happy.
Yeah, I just think, you know, Dale Lawton's going forward, you know, just giving the platform, and it makes it so much easier for half-backs, you know, if you've got time on the ball.
Mark Aston joined the coaching staff at the Eagles. He's now looking after the under-21s team. Paul Southern back on for Neil Baines.
Salford coach Andy Gregory. Andrew, you must think that something's got to come off at some stage.
I hope so. We've put a lot of pressure on their line. We've bombed a couple of chances, but you know, I'm quite, you know, with the way things are going, a bit of luck, you know, a little bit of luck might come our way, and we might get over the whitewash. But you know, full credit to Sheffield, they're defending well. But I just hope we can get over the whitewash and put a few points on the board.
Thanks, Andy.
Alker. Good pass from the youngster. Brown. Well, it's a teasing kick, but a little bit too much power in the boot of Garen Casey.
Yeah, that was a rubbish kick. You know, you just, there was no idea. You know, there was no chases. The kick was too strong. You know, there's no communication. If you are going to put a kick up, you have to have a good chase and, you know, a chance of regaining possession or even scoring a try from it. Just giving Sheffield the ball back and taking the pressure off them.
Lawless commanding around this ruck area for the Eagles. Senior, well taken there by Crompton. He had to go high to bring that man down. Aston, Lawton, coming very well on the angle. Sheffield Eagles like to do that. They like to bring a runner back on an angle at the ruck. Dave Watson, the Kiwi. Aston again on the 5th tackle. And Scott Martin just letting it roll into touch.
Yeah, another fine kick, you know. Find Scott Martin trying to get the ball, you know. There's a chance of knocking it on just because you have the head in the scrum.
Hume, good burst by the lad. 19 seasons in the game and still powering in this, coming up to the final 20 minutes. That's good captaincy. Crompton, Brown. Can offload a good ball, this number 12 from the Penrith Panthers. A good signing by Andy Gregory. Hudson Smith, he's through. Now then, he's got the full-back to meet. Oh, beautiful turn of pace. He's going all the way, and he's over. Hudson Smith, the giant second row from Balmain in Australia, seized his opportunity, spotted the gap, and what a turn of speed he displayed. His first try on his debut, and Andy Gregory was hoping for luck.
Yeah, breaks through a tackle. It's a bad tackle there. Spins in a tackle, and he just takes the full back on. You know, he goes round Dave Watson as if he's not there, and just brushes through the Salford Boer. A great try, but you know, missed tackles there by Sheffield. He won't be happy, John Keir. Again, just goes straight at Shaw, goes through Shaw and spins, and now just goes round Dave Watson, straightens up, pushes Salford Boer off, and scores next to the post. A fine try, but John Keir won't be very happy with that.
I think it was a terrific run, and the pace on that lad. He went away from Aston, he rounded Watson at full-back, and then he had the confidence to go for the line himself. Terrific try.
Just what Andy Gregory was saying, you know, he wanted a bit of luck and go for the whitewash.
And Steve Blakey looking to put Salford into the lead for the first time. Can he make it 8-6? He does. Smiles on the Salford fans' faces. Not on Sheffield Eagles coach John Kears. Six for Salford.
See what the holders can pull out of the bag now, right?
Certainly those 14 boots covered the ground, didn't they? the final 20 minutes of this fourth round Silk Cup Challenge Cup. And what can we see from the cup holders?
Again, a silly mistake, you know, just takes the pressure off Salford. They can kick the ball down over the touchline, you know, and start again.
A little frustration there, I think, on Sheffield Eagles' part.
And discipline, you've got to keep your discipline.
Steve Blakely with the kick. "30 years since Salford's last appearance at Wembley. Long overdue," says Andy Gregory. And this Salford crowd really getting behind the Red Devils now. Broadbent. Good covering there by Sheffield Eagles though. Good sliding defence. Moving across the field. Blakely. Good step from Blakely. Pass to Walker. Oh, he's got it away. Tremendous support play there by Bobby Thompson. Brown. Broadbent. Smith lurking again. Back to Walker. Thompson. And he's knocked on.
Yeah, great support there again with the Salford players, but again, no, trying to slip the past Thompson. Wouldn't be a coach for any money.
Who would be a coach with tension like this?
This is it, you know, just the ball falls and again takes the pressure off Sheffield.
Keith Senior. And an interesting turnaround there in this second half, Jonathan. 66% for Salford.
Yeah, and you know, Andy Gregg will be happy that they're turning the pressure into points, which they didn't do in the first half. But they're putting themselves under pressure again. Sheffield, a forward pass. You know, it's good field position again. 6 tackles.
Blakely, Carriage, coming more and more in the game now. Then Carriage, a good burst from the line. Good tackle. Good tackle there by Sodji. Brown on the charge. Salford now throwing everything here at Sheffield. Blakely to Crompton. Southern. Crompton again. Well spotted. Well spotted there by Carl Lovell. Broadbent. Sparvik. Desperate defence here from the cup holders. Brown again. Oh, short pass there to Carriage. 3 metres short. Crompton going for the line. It's the handover.
Again, not the option. No drop goal, maybe 1 point.
And Sheffield Eagles, Jonathan, dare I say it, suddenly looked stunned at the ferocity of the attack.
Well, I just think nobody wants the ball at the moment. That is the difference. You know, before everybody wanted it. Now you're on your own line. You're looking for the forwards. You should be just people taking it up and taking the pressure off you.
Good captaincy there from Sheffield Eagles. Darren Shaw taking the ball at first receiver. These players will certainly want a good soak in the bath after this game. Savatambour taking a knock. Carriage. Paul Southern taking 3 men to pull him down. Hume. Blakely again in the middle. Good long wide pass. Finding Brown. Good pass out there to Casey. Back inside to Carriage. Oh, that was well read by Martin Pearson there, but it's back to 1. The ball was touched, knocked down by Pearson. 6 more tackles to Salford.
And as I said, you watched Darren, not here now, Darren Brown always there. Pearson steals the ball, Darren Brown falls in it. But Darren Ball is third man out, you know, and that's the player that's making all the plays for Salford at the moment.
Alka. 2 points the difference. Crompton. Dummies to Brown. Can this Sheffield Eagles defence hold? Brown again. Blakely with the switch. The 5th tackle now then. Crompton's back for a drop goal. Oh, it's gone the other way. Here's a chance for Thompson. Oh, Martin's going over. Tremendous try from Scott Martin, but I do think Crompton was poised for a drop goal. The tactic went wrong, but it was picked up out wide there by Scott Martin, and the Eagles' defence was left flat-footed. It's all about taking your chances, and Salford have done just that. 12 points to 6.
Yeah, the ball goes to Brown. He was thinking he's going to go across. A great pass, and it's Senior. He's got to make that pass. If he's coming for the interception, he had to make it. He didn't make it. A kind bounce to Thompson, put Scott Martin in. Easy finish with Scott Martin and Thompson, but Keith Senior had to make this. Keith Senior had to go for the ball or stay away. He didn't make it. It was a try all the way from there.
And the Sheffield Eagles players getting together, but Andy Gregory, well, he wanted a couple of slices of luck, and he's got them.
Yes, there he is, Keith Senior. You know, he had to make it, didn't make it, score the try. Very important conversion. It'll take him beyond the 6 points.
Steve Blakely on the 20-metre line, just 18 metres in. A difficult kick. Just slides across the face of the post. No goal. And Gregory wishes time could fly, surely. But John Keir well knows that they were in this position last year in the semi-final.
Again, Darren Brown, he thought the ball was going to Crompton. Senior, Broadway just leaves the ball go. He'd have taken a man and ball. The bounce was with Salford. A try.
But I do think also Martin Crompton was poised for a drop goal, Jonathan.
I think that's why what caught Darren Brown unawares, that he thought the ball was going back there. He just, you know, didn't know what to do. Threw the long pass, speculative, but a good try.
10 minutes remaining then. Sheffield Eagles fighting for their cup lives. And offside, picking up the ball inside the 10-metre area.
Yeah, I think Senior should have slowed down a bit there and see if the ball would have gone 10 yards. Again, these are the little mistakes that crop in and just gives the opposition that momentum, right? You know, the penalties, the lack of discipline. And Salford again.
And on the Salford coaching staff, Steve O'Neill went on after that try with a very familiar, very simple message in rugby league. Big 6. In other words, play out the 6 tackles, cut out the unforced errors, try to settle the game down.
Broadbent. Well, it doesn't look as though Salford are resting on that try. But they've certainly attacked down this right flank. They're looking for the weakness down there. Southern. Not ball stealing. Crompton. Lovell. Terrific tackle out wide there by Hudson Smith. Aided and abetted by the ever-present David Hume. Watson. Oh, rows of Salford going around the Willows here. Senior, good pass. Sodji.
Against Southern there, you know, he's looking for the pass. He should have maybe held on to it. It's still only 6 points, and the drop goal would have been the option.
Aston. Crompton. Oh, looking for the forward coming on his inside, but it wasn't there. Hardy. Still with Hardy. Aston. Baldwin with the dummy. He's got Gareth Stevens, the substitute, on the inside. Quite Sodgy. Oh, this is good stuff here now from Sheffield Eagles. Less than 9 minutes remaining. A try and a goal the difference. Well taken by Broadbent, but he's taken a knock. He got a belt under the chin there. Mr. Connolly has spotted it.
Oh, it's, you know, he didn't go for the ball, did he, David Watson? I think it looked worse than what it was. I hope he's okay, but it'll be interesting to see what happens, because he gave the penalty, but nothing else.
Yeah. Well, he's certainly shaken up. Salford physio Lyndon Atherton just giving him all the time to recover.
Gets the ball, the pressure that you need. It's a little bit too far. Just catches him under the chin, no fist. Maybe just a little bit of interference. They need to drop the ball. Maybe just caught him on the chin.
John Connolly just wanting a word with the skipper. Mr. Connolly, I think, going to put this incident on report. He's not too certain whether it was a flat hand or a fist, but of course I think we could see that it was a flat hand. But nonetheless, it was a powerful flat hand, and it's done some damage to Gary Broadbent.
He's got the... Well, you know, it was a flat hand, really, a penalty. Gary Broadbent's okay. Let's get on with it.
Whatever, it's a foul, it's an offence, and it's got to be penalised, Jonathan.
That's right.
Holker. Hume. It's good to see a captain at this stage taking the ball at first receiver. When he gets hard, when he gets tough, that's where you see a good one.
He's always there, David Hume. You know, he's a fantastic professional. He'll be there right to the final whistle. He leads by example.
Paul Southern. Salford just holding the ball in the middle, and that's a penalty again. Knocking the ball out of his hand.
Well, that
penalising Gareth Stevens there.
That's a stupid thing to do, you know. You've got 6 minutes left, 6 points in front, and they give a silly penalty away.
A little desperation creeping into Sheffield's play now.
Yeah, but you know, you've got to keep, as we've said, you've got to keep it disciplined. You can't give, you know, the opposition opportunities. If this goes over now, I'd say it was, you know, game set and match. They had to score twice, so it's just makes it that much harder to come back into the game. You know, one try. Now, if this goes over, it's two. You know, they have to score twice.
Andy Gregory willing these 2 points here, wanting this ball to go over. "37 metres out. Those posts that only 5.5 metres wide. The crossbars 3 metres in height. And there it is difficult to get the ball between. Blakely. Oh, he strikes a beauty. 2 points from Steve Blakely. And surely those 2 points will put Salford into the draw tomorrow night.
He hasn't been kicking well, Rev. He strikes this, you know, perfectly, and it's a great, well-judged kick.
8 points the difference now. 14-6 to Salford, and 2 scores needed by Sheffield Eagles. Is it beyond them? It wasn't in the semi-final last season. It may not be yet. And Darren Brown, the man of the match. Well, you said you had played with him, you recommended him.
Yes, you know, he's a good player, and he's come into his own in the second half. His distribution skills have been superb, you know, and you know, he's going to be a great asset for Salford throughout the season. he is versatile. He can play, you know, second row, loose forward. He can even play half-back, and you know, they'll benefit from buying him.
He must have been 14 when you played with him.
I can't even remember you playing with him.
Blakely, oh, just took his eye off the ball, but referee Connolly judging that the ball went behind him. Crompton.
That was very, very ambitious.
And pressured on Savatabu here in his own in-goal area. I don't think he realised that Carriage and company were actually bearing down on him, but he did well to get over that line. Carl Lovell.
Andy Gregory was after that bit of luck. He's certainly having it now.
Senior. A desperate effort needed from this Great Britain three-quarter. Aston, Pearson. Crunching tackle there by Darren Casey. Lawton. Sheffield Eagles, really, Jonathan, they've got to move this ball to the wings now. They'll not score going down the middle.
No, they've got to spread it, get to the fast men. Bounce.
Oh, he took him out. That's a penalty. He took him out without the ball, and he took Broadbent out whilst he was in mid-air. That's a nasty tackle.
This is intent. He had no intention of going for the ball. You know, I'd send him off for that. But the shadow, I'd send him off. Elbows are up. The ball isn't anywhere near him. He takes him out in the air. You know, comes down on his face as well. I would send him off. He's giving him the yellow card. That's a...
Yes. A foul from Darren Turner. No need for that.
That is very, very dangerous play.
And poor Broadbent is still in agony there. The shoulders straight to the midriff, and Darren Turner promptly sent to the sin bin. He'll take no further part in this game. Well, he really is shaken up, this young Broadbent. He took that knock earlier on with Watson. He's having to leave the field, and it's not very nice to see a player leave the field in a condition like that after an incident such as we've seen. Steve O'Neill, the Salford assistant coach, and the Irish coach just having a reassuring word with him. And Mr. Connolly keeping tempers down, doing well to silence the yappers on either side.
Well, it was hard enough with 13 players. It's going to be a lot harder now. Into the last minute, Ray. And the holders are going out.
Darren Turner's Wembley trail is over. Less than a minute remaining. Salford will just hang on to this ball. They'll play it with the forward. Southern. Oh, and there's a little bit of a punch up in the middle of the field. Nasty scenes here at the end as tempers are frayed.
I think it's Heighton and Dale Lawton. There's a little bit of an argument after the play of the ball, and the fists were flying.
I know Andy Gregory said there was no revenge, you know, in the air, but I really do think there has been a feeling between these two sides, Jonathan.
Yeah, you know, it's a Challenge Cup, and it's it's nice to get there. You know, it's nice to be in this season, keep the season going with the Challenge Cup, and you're not involved anymore.
Another gentleman in the sin bin, Dale Lawton. And I think a Salford player is going as well. It looks to be number 16, Paul Heighton. So, drama at the end here. 3 men in the sin bin.
It won't make any difference to the result, Ray. You know, they're just going to have an early bath.
And Blakely sensibly going for goal, calming the tempers down, settling everything.
Yeah, you know, whatever he did, you know, there's not much time to do anything, so just running the clock down, and they're in the draw for next round.
Steve Blakely then with the kick, almost in a similar position to his previous attempt, and at last a smile on Andy Gregory's face, and contentment from the Salford fans who had such a traumatic time last season. Blakely then with the kick, and it's a good one. No hesitation now from the Salford halfback. 2 more points, and those youngsters know, and certainly they know, that Salford are in the cup tomorrow. 16 points to 6 for Salford. And just look at John Keir there, dumped out of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup at the first hurdle. From Wembley to despair. But happiness for that man.